Hey everyone, James here with Rokoko, and I'm back with another video. This time I want to show you guys a lot of the new improvements that are coming to our newest version of Rokoko Studio. And I also want to go through some of the key important features within Studio itself, just in case if you might not be aware of certain features. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll walk you through a lot of these features. So essentially, as you see here, we currently have Rokoko version 1.13 up, and you'll see some new changes, especially to the UI. You'll notice over here on our right side, we have our scene overview, which is the biggest improvement that we have. And this allows you to see all of your scene objects within Studio. So you'll notice here we have currently have our Smart Suit Pro live, and it's paired under our actor profile. Now, before I continue, let me go over to our dashboard and I can show you, just one new thing about our actor profiles. So they're listed right here as they usually are. However, one of the new things that you can do is assign an actor profile to each of your projects. And you can simply do that by dragging and dropping your actor profile right directly on top of your project. And when you do that, you open up a new project, you'll notice they'll already be within your scene. Now, one of the biggest things that's different with the Smart Suit Pro within this new version of Studio is that when you first connect it to Studio, it's going to show up as an unpaired input. And what that essentially means is it needs to be attached to an actor profile in order for it to have any functionality. So what you need to do is just click and drag this directly on top of your actor profile, and then it'll work. If you don't have an actor profile listed in here, like if you didn't drag it and drop it within your dashboard, you can go ahead and click on this right here, and then you can see your actor profile is listed down here, and you can even create a new one. And if you click on that, you'll see it populate here, and you can simply drag and drop it between profiles. You can drag it and drop it to unpair it, but we're going go ahead and repair it to James. And then if you need to delete a profile, you can just click on this X. And also another way to get rid of it is just click on this X right here. Another new feature is this hide show ghost ability for all of our scene objects. So if you need to hide your object, you can click on it to make it disappear. Or if you click on it again, it'll appear as a ghost, which is just transparent. And then you can do this for all of your scene objects. Any scene object that currently has children paired to it, you can hide it if you click on this arrow. If you need to organize your scene overview, you can hide it. But we'll go ahead and leave that showing. You also notice these color codings, that squares that are right next to our suit, and these just show the different filters that are currently applied. So right now we have the toe bend filter, and then also our locomotion. And to enable and disable our live filters, you click on this button up here, and you can go through them and enable or disable them. You can also click on this cogwheel to go ahead and hide, make it more transparent, and then you can show it. And then you can also, right below here, if you have your virtual production that's live, you can add your virtual production props by just simply clicking on these. They're currently grayed out because we don't have our virtual production live, so we can't click on them. And below the add objects, we have our Smart Suit info. This is available because we currently have it showing, but if you click on this magnifying glass, it can hide it. Click it again to show it, and this allows you to see all of the sensor data within your suit to see if there's any magnetic or metal interference. And these sensors will highlight different colors. So green means excellent, yellow is good, and so you can keep an eye on the status of your sensors through this. And you can also notice, the FPS count, which filters are enabled, and then you have all of your different your quick shortcuts here, like to focus on your character. So if you're currently not focused on a character, you click that and you'll focus. You can restart your suit. You can broadcast if you have multiple computers that have Studio open. You can click on this to broadcast Studio directly to them, and then you can also perform a straight pose just like that. And then you can also now click on this button to enable data forwarding. So if you want to forward your mocap data from Studio to Unreal or Unity or motionbuilder, all you need to do is just click this button, and you'll notice the UI it turns it green, it highlights it green, and that means it's currently on. And the last thing here is our exporter. So if you have a take open, so let's go ahead and open this take. And you can go ahead and click on the exporter, and it'll pull up your export options. And the export options is essentially the same as it was before. The only new thing now is the export face data. And this allows you to export facial capture data, which is a new thing within Rokoko Studio version 1.13. To enable facial capture, you just have to go up here and click on this button, and you have to download our smartphone app, which is called Rokoko Remote. And it allows you to enable facial capture, but it also allows you to start and stop recordings and perform a straight pose through the app itself. And then just some of the other cool features within Studio is just simply being able to edit the filters. So we currently have this take, this take that's playing, and we have all of these filters. And in order to open them up, you can click on the playback filters down here, and you can enable certain filters or disable them. If I want, for instance, drift fix, I can enable that by clicking that, and now it appears here, and I can essentially apply that specific filter and help clean up my recordings. If you need help with really figuring out what each of these filters does and how to use them, we do have a tutorial on our YouTube channel which goes through each one of these. And lastly, I just want to go through our settings. Some of these things you might not be aware of, or you might not have access to because they are premium features, but just so you know, within your settings you can go ahead and adjust certain things like your graphics performance. You can turn on and off your sound, and you can even change the environment by clicking these buttons. But then you can also enable your data streaming through here and adjust all of your data streaming settings. You can show and hide your video reference by clicking this, and there's also a little shortcut right here if you click that on and off. You also have Command API, which allows you to send commands to Studio through an external application, which is, you have to have this enabled to use our use some of the features within the Rokoko Remote app. And then we also have add-ons like our virtual production, which you can click here and it'll populate this particular panel, so you can enable it. And then we have facial capture as well. But yeah, so that is essentially it. That's a lot of just the big important features that we have with Rokoko Studio and this new update that we're pushing out. And so I hope this was very helpful for you guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys work within our latest update. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.